So here you can see, since the bench work is only 2 inches thick, I got plenty of room underneath the layout. And this particular spot is right underneath the barge slip, a shelf I built for the ferry. So I can basically use as a fiddle yard. I can sit here on my stool and set up the ferry with the load that's coming in. And in the same ways, likewise, do the same going out. And then I just pick up the ferry. Once I slip on this coupler plate that I've shown before, I've shown how this works. This basically slides into a slot here, and then I can couple and lock all the cars to the ferry, so when I pick it up, they don't roll off the bow into the chuck, right? Okay. Okay, so here is the ferry carriage, and you can see this is 1x3 solid red oak. There's a piece of styrene plastic adhered to the bottom, and I got ski wax on here, and then you can see I built a box from 3/8 plywood right here, and this is stored up above the layout on the upper valance when not in use, and then when in use it just slides in like silk like this, and I can adjust it. If I have another barge or another ship, I can extend it out further. This actual carriage in the ferry still allows me to gain access to the room when it's all set up, which was important and explains why I designed this whole section and the ferry the way I did. So now everybody knows, right? Or for those that didn't know or were wondering. So now that this is installed, I'll show you how I bring up the ferry and mount it on the layout, which only takes like a few seconds, okay? Okay, so the carriage is set. Notice there's no retainer right here where my finger is, but there's two on the rear gusset and one here, so I can put the rear of the ferry on and then slide this on in one motion. Okay, I'll show you that. So I want to make sure that that coupler plate is secure. Normally I have a chain on the front of the ferry, but I haven't put that on yet. So up the ferry comes carefully. Sits in the cradle, and notice how the bow doesn't touch the water surface or scratch it. It's actually 1/8, and it just clicks into place and all the rails line up. Okay, and then I'll show you how it plugs in at the back for the power bus, because there's a powered track on the ferry, and the turnout as well, and the accessories for all the lighting. Okay, so the ferry's mounted up and it's coupled up with the front of the barge ramp. So here's my accessory bus wire for all the lights when I want to do low light or night ops. And This powers the bus, like this is the bus for the track on the ferry. All the track is powered. There's a frog juicer as well on it. So you can run, you know, electrical locomotives, etc., lights on the actual ferry if you want to. And then you can see, I mean, if you really want to, you could do fiddle back here for cars, but there's, I mean, you don't, I mean, you can if you want, right? There's another option right there for you. So, and then now it's set up. Basically, I would keep this plate in place, but I can lift it up. Like each one of these is separate too on its own, like they slide, see? I can slide like one line up. There's 4 spurs on the ferry, so I can uncouple whichever line that I want. But I basically just keep this on when I'm operating in case you get a runaway and you won't run your cars off into the chuck again, right? Okay.